What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of Dead Media Group, presented by Alpha Clinic Online. Alpha Clinic Online is the go-to website for all things performance enhancement, especially this Christmas season. Got to make sure you get fit. Don't wait until after the holidays to go start getting right. Like, come and get it in now. So, like, let's get this thing started. All right, let's go ahead and start off with the prayer. Hope y'all got your holiday gifts also. One and then
Thank you God for another day! This is the last great
is that MFTK and Sexy Red?
Yeah.
All right. And
I love Grok.
And did you have did we have Rest Press on there? Did I see that on that?
The picture of him with the spear.
Okay. All right. Cause we got some hating ass motherfuckers too. Gonna talk about some of them. No, I don't. Because I don't. Do I feel like talking about? They was roasting them pretty good on this. My new favorite. I got a couple. You guys got to get. There's some good YouTube stuff out there. New Age Media. So one, if you're a Seminole fan, or even if you're not a Seminole fan, before that, I got a bunch of these still. I got to go back and do a store. I got people wanting MFTK gear. I took my for if you would pull this up on Twitter if we can. MFTK 7-on-7. Go ahead.
That was the first thing I had on.
Okay, my bad. All right, well, all right. I'm moving past this while you listen to the guy who's acting as your producer. You don't just freestyle. But anyways, I'm gonna do this. You might not get this on Christmas or before Christmas. I'm gonna give away 3 Sports Den snapbacks. Anybody interested? If you're interested in a Sports Den snapback, I'm gonna put caveats on it. We get to 100 on the YouTube, I'm giving away 3 Sports Den snapbacks. So go tell your friend to tell a friend that we need to get y'all on the fucking YouTube. So once we get to 100 people live watching on the YouTube, we'll give away. I'll give away 3 snapbacks. I guess go ahead once we get to 100, we'll get the randomizer going out. If we do something wild. If we do something wild, like we get to 200 on the live, I'll give away. I got the MFTK. I got the MFTK hats. So whatever your school of choice is, we'll give away a couple of those as well. And then next week, we'll be giving away Mac Daddy Gator Bowl tickets. So I know nobody gives a fuck about Duke. And I seriously doubt we have Ole Miss fans here listening and tuning into the show. But even if you don't like those teams, the bowl game, you will like your experience from this bowl game. I need Miles to co-sign on this real quick. Damn, I forgot the name of the Terrace Suites.
Oh, yeah.
So Miles has watched the game in the Terrace Suites. My son refuses to watch football games in any other capacity at the Jag Stadium. The Terrace Suites have shrimps. Oh, it's going to be a night game too. They have wings. They have burgers. They have hot dogs. They have alcohol. They've got beer. They got shrimps. They got prime rib. They've got like a linguine bar or some bullshit. Like they got all kinds of stuff. So like next week, you ain't got to, and it's inside. You got seats outside. You got seats inside. So if you want to go to the game, I will be giving away a pair of tickets and parking to that. I'll probably be doing 2 of those. That motherfucking package is probably $300-$400 a ticket at minimum. So like, you know, and they got cannolis. I think they got desserts. So I'm just saying, so you guys got to tell your friends and tell a friend that we be out here giving away the real shit. So like, yeah. So like I'll be at the game in the terrace suites, probably on the field too. And
If it's a cold game, that's even better.
yeah. And I might be able to get pregame sideline passes for anybody who for all in members. So like if you you know, you can go look at the different levels of the memberships. You know, check that out. We'll do all of that shit. I'll probably forget all of that shit, but right now I do know we're giving away hats once we get to 100 views. So let's just roll with that and then just give away some caps. But was this something else I was supposed to start off with this morning? We inside Goodfellas Cigar Lounge, greatest cigar lounge in the world. We got all kinds of other bullshit going on. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's go ahead and get it started. I hope y'all doing some. I hope y'all have. Get your Christmas gifts. Oh yeah. Damn. I wonder if I could if I ship. Today's the 20th, right? All right. We should be good now. Ooh, glad we're on mute for that story. I don't know if but he knows is it offensive if the person knows and they embody it? Like right now, if somebody called Jameis a hard R, it would be offensive because Jameis hasn't embodied the fact that he has autism. He doesn't know yet.
Oh, I thought you meant other hard R.
Well, yeah, I mean, we people gonna say that hard R. Like, it's some fine. This is ST. Thank you, Ramon. It's STD Friday. Have y'all seen the pictures of the girls with Down syndrome that look good?
No. Yeah, I saw a video.
Brother, man, it is some man, oh man. They like, and the dude, they'll show her, and the dude be like, I'm down. And it feels bad, but like they like, it's a cruel joke that God played because everything else looks normal. They don't look like down, but like you could tell, but then it's like the body is like, yo. Mike Williams said, can I add something cool to the Gator Bowl package? Why not? What you got, Mike? Hey, Till Dog, cooking with Kaya. Hey man, do you see how bad women hate each other, though? Have you seen this? You know what this chick is? One, she's not the best cook. It's the chick that be clapping the cheeks when she be she'll cook and she'll give her man a plate on a porcelain plate, like my boy Dibby says. And then she'll like do the little jump thing. And I'd be like, first off, that is entirely too much ass to be had. Like, it should be illegal. And it's soft because you can tell. But I don't want my girl doing that for clicks and likes. I'm not secure enough. I don't want that to be seen by others. Oh shit. Man, hold up. Nah, Mike, me and you talk about this, and we need to make that an incentive. I'll make you an all-in member, and just we gonna use that as an incentive. You hit me up in my slide, hit me up in the DMs, Mike. Hit me up in the DMs, man, because I even though I am a Marriott snob, I do like DoubleTree cookies. DoubleTree cookies are amazing, and they're part of Hilton. But anyways, though, all I was saying is, cooking with Kaya, they didn't release this girl's sex tape or found her doing something wild, man. But like, anyways, women hate each other. So if you don't know anything else, women hate each other. But all right, let's go ahead. What's the rundown of the showdown? We need to can we find like I know they have it, I've seen it, but like where you could get we could put a list, like we're running down a list, like a scroll, like a tab or some shit, so that people can see when we go into the different topics. I've seen like
it depends on what streaming
platform
service they use too. Because I'm looking right here at the StreamYard and all the options. You got the overlay and you got the background, but you have to do some more research.
Yeah, like PTI. I know. Maybe I'll ask Martin. Oh, you think he'll ask her phone?
I know, like Joe Budden has it.
Like a live graphic would be a little bit of a lot, but we could probably figure out something similar.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right. Anyways, go ahead. What we got?
So the first thing, we got a MFTK promo video. I'll just like play the video and
mute the sound.
Mute the sound, and you'll just like talk about it while the video's playing in the background. Then we got a couple FSU news to talk about. Amari Williams had his football camp on the 18th, and he showed up for
Amari
his city.
Williams fan. Shout out to his moms.
And we got a Devin Respris picture with him with the spear. Women's basketball played JU, and they got the dub. Then we got some Jared versus Braden Fisk highlights.
Love those guys.
And Alex Mastromano is a first-team All-American. And then we got a new defensive assistant with Jack Potenza. Then we're going to talk about college football. Carson Beck being ruled out for the quarterfinals.
If you listen to the show, you would have already known that.
EA College Football 25. Steve Sarkisian, Power 4 valuation breakdowns. And then we got the big, obviously, JUCO case with the athletes and retaining that 4 years of eligibility. And we got a transfer from Miami to SMU with Chris Johnson and his running back. And then we have a little graphic with the ACC most famous alumni. Transitioning to Thursday Night Football, Trevor Lawrence. After Thursday Night Football, we have Trevor Lawrence getting his surgery. Pat Mahomes, Christmas gifts to his offensive lineman. And then, did y'all see the plane crash near the Bills' offensive tackle's house, Deion Dawkins? Well, that happened, so that was pretty crazy. Give our review of Tom Brady's top 5 NFL team power rankings and this upcoming weekend of football. Then we have our Big Games B.S. segment. Talk about the Reebok WNBA partnership. Talk about
shout out to Shaq.
Yeah, shout out to Shaq. And shout out to all the.
I'm sorry, that's just so. They made Shaq sound like such a creeper, and now he got all access to all the access he wants to all the ass.
Yeah, him and Iverson are the directors of like basketball for Reebok. And then we have some NBA franchise valuations that just released. Just a little recap with Trinity Rodman, the daughter of Dennis Rodman. Then we got
that was real?
What?
That was Trinity. Really? She really was going in on her dad like that?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, cool. That's
Yeah,
dope.
then we had the United Health CEO killer escort picture, and then we're gonna tie that into another thing as well. But first things first.
I just sent you the it's in our group chat. I want to talk about
the black dad.
Yeah, the black dad.
I think
found
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Right
Okay,
there.
cool.
So first things
My
first.
bad. We got to talk about this. They did break. Y'all serious? Show me. Somebody send us the Daily Chop. First off, can we put that up there? I need everybody right now that's listening.
Which one?
Daily the first one. Oh, my bad. That's not what I wanted, but I do want that up there. Y'all go follow the Daily Chop podcast. I was on there yesterday. Hilarious, especially y'all that just like talking shit about everybody. Like they was going ham. I need y'all to chill on my dog D-Ray though. Like y'all got to chill out with D-Ray. Go down to Gerard. Well, first off, Jonathan Hopkins. Shout out to my shout out to our. We got a new colored. Everybody shout out. Give my colored a round of applause. We need more coloreds in this lifetime. The problem with the world is we have less coloreds. Now let's go with Gerard said. I saw in the Tallahassee Democrat, we got Deuce Robinson. We're gonna get into FSU stuff. A shout out if my dog Dominic's son is coming. That is not our job to break that shit. Like, we've got to chill out. Like, and that's not even the Tallahassee Democrats' place. Can somebody I don't believe y'all. I know they got to have more journalistic integrity than that. Unless D-Rob told them to, D-Rob might have told them to. But, anyways, whatever.
Oh, the Renegade Report said they have taken it down now.
They did that shit a couple weeks. So they did that with Crime Dog. Crime Dog was a coach at Auburn. How many do we have on the YouTube?
65.
We need 35 more before we do the giveaway. Anyways, they just need to chill out on that. He ain't even been here yet, and he's supposed to be going to look. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna stop having journalistic integrity. Well, not to their level, but like with there's questions, you have answers. Hey, Deuce still coming to y'all?
Who?
Deuce Robinson. He's still coming to visit y'all, or did he cancel his visit?
Yeah, I don't know. They just sent a text right now. I mean, he was scheduled to come today, but he hasn't filled out his paperwork to fly in.
He was scheduled to come today? Today, Friday. He's supposed to be at FSU on Friday.
Yeah, he's supposed to be at us today too. I mean, hold on for a minute. Hold on. Looking at the sheet right now. Updated position. Deuce Robinson, USC, wide receiver. Oh, the 20. He's supposed to come on the 21st, but there's a question mark.
Okay. All right, because Democrat just made an announcement, so I didn't even know if it was true or not. So I know he had y'all scheduled after us, so that's why I was trying to figure out.
Who made an announcement?
Tallahassee Democrat.
Oh, they said that he was coming to us afterwards?
No, they said he was committed. They took it down, but if he hasn't committed to y'all yet, then I don't know. But anyways, man.
He hasn't even been here yet, and I know they did a Zoom with him yesterday. The wide receivers coach did a Zoom with him yesterday, and I was trying to tell the wide receivers coach, I was like, well, the dad that played at Florida State, right? And the mama played at Florida. So I mean, there's a lot for Florida going on with Florida State right now, the proximity and all that. There, so I don't give a fuck. That don't mean shit. I connected with them. I was like, all right, dog. You
just fell in love with the stripper, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like this the part that they don't get here when it comes to recruiting, and that's why. Like, if you look at all the guys we got, we haven't got one Power 5 plan. And I keep telling them, y'all don't think something's wrong with that? Like, let's think about this, right, James? You coach at Manual, right? And let's say Manual was a college, who's the head coach. If you went to Bowles or you went to Reigns, you would at least be able to take kids from Mandarin with you.
Yeah.
The kids left, they would take. We've only been able to take 2 kids from Purdue since they've been here. Like, I keep telling them, y'all don't think something wrong with that picture? Like, guys that they recruited, some of the guys that recruited from one of the assistant coaches' high schools, and they won't come play for me. Which one?
The one we was talking about. The one from Duval, from Sandalwood. Is he? You asked me about a defensive end a while ago, but
I know we took one from West Kentucky, but he was a linebacker DB.
But no, it was one that was like that was a rusher or the passer.
Hold on, let me see if he's on the list.
No, I was just asking because he's supposed to be coming on to visit us too. I was trying to figure out if he was
that's the one that's already at y'all place.
Yeah,
he's at the place. And somebody sent him to me and said, "This is the guy I was telling you about that can play." One of the coaches sent me that. The coach that used to work at West Kentucky.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out because I don't remember him, but I think he left right before I got into back into coaching. So I think that's why I don't really remember him like that. Or we didn't play Sandalwood or something. I don't know. And we play Sandalwood every year I've been here. But yeah, because this is his 5th year going into it, if I remember, or his 4th. Anyways, long story short, I don't remember. So, but I saw his measurable. So, anyways, though, man, I'll let you, man. I was just trying to get some insight on that. All right, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. He ain't said nothing that he won't say in anybody's real face. So, but that's my dog. Y'all don't know who that was. So, I mean, some of y'all know who that is. Most of y'all don't. But, shit. What were we going? We were doing something before. Oh, so bottom line is it looked good for us. I can't confirm nor deny, but it damn sure looked good for us. So, going to the all right. Let's go on. This is going to start our stuff.
So we got the MFTK 7-on-7 promo video right here. So I'm gonna just play this in the background for the viewers, and James just talk a little bit about the program in general, how it got started, and just what do you want to tell the people out there? So,
all right, first off, stands for a lot of different things, but it's mentors for the kids. What we did was, that's Knox right there. Y'all gonna know that kid name. That's Domo is who's our sponsor. This kid right here is the only kid that will ever make me mad if he does not go to Florida State. That's B5, Bryson Wright. That's Pat. Showing he still got it. Lenny's a coach. Got some good DBs. Got some good guys working. You're about to see this white kid. You're gonna think he's white, but he's not white. He's actually Cuban, and I had to tell the black kids that. Y'all keep attacking this kid because y'all think he's white being racist, but he's actually Cuban. So he's got a little salsa and bachata in him, and some spices. He likes pernil. Some of y'all don't even know what that is, but I'm trying to show right here. You see him? Watch that close. Just he's actually pretty damn good.
That was good.
So yeah, you see my guy right there. So what we're doing is my goal is to get is we're fighting for. So OT7 is something that a lot of people don't know about, but OT7 is like that's the shit, right? That's what you want to be on. So on NFL Network, all the big dogs, South Florida Express, see my white boy, my pilgrim. I don't even know if we can call him. I can't call him my pilgrim. What could we call him? Just call him Goya. Hey, you know what? That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Goya. So the goal is to get OT7. We have I have a star-studded roster. A lot of people did not realize that I could come. We got studs at Mandarin. And so we went and I partnered with my guys at Domo who have been people have been trying to get me in the 7-on-7 space for the last half a decade. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on 7-on-7. I do not like 7-on-7. I cannot stand 7-on-7. But I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a capitalist. I also am about helping kids. So we partnered with Domo. We've got George. We've got 1, 2. I think we have 4 5-stars on my roster. I believe 10 4-stars and about 5 3-stars and some kids that are going to be up and coming. Half are from most of the rosters is Jacksonville based. For my national team, Southeast Georgia based. We have 2 kids from Nebraska, 2 kids from San Diego, and he's going to break it officially. But we have the state championship winning quarterback from Grayson High School will be our quarterback, and Travis Burgess.
Isn't there coach at 30?
Coach is 30, man, and he's my type of coach, man. Any coach, like now, he got the forehead like a lot of us black guys are having right now, but he has got an immaculate edge. Like that thing was crispy. But you know, we're going to it's we got some guys but this was for our Domo showcase so we could find a couple extra kids for the national team. Oh, my bad. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I know he's gonna ball out at our national team practice in Valdosta in a couple weeks, but I got one of the coldest. We got another cap. If you're a Florida State fan, who's the coldest pilgrim that's ever played at Florida State? Does anybody know who the coldest pilgrim, let me rephrase that, offensive pilgrims to ever play at Florida State? The name is synonymous with white wide receiver. It's like Swahili for white wide receiver. His brother plays for Florida State right now, and he's a cap. Ooh, you know what? George, that is a good one, George. You're right, dog. I can't really argue Nick O'Leary being arguably the coldest offensive pilgrim Florida State's had. Fred Biletnikoff, y'all weren't alive. You don't know Fred Biletnikoff. Don't use that name. It's Fryer. It's Fryer. Most people didn't even know Fred Biletnikoff played at Florida State. But we have young Fryer. He's probably gonna make the team, but he's a 3-star right now. Actually, my bad. And even Fred Biletnikoff isn't the coldest pilgrim. He has the award named after him. I can't think of his name. He broke his record. He was a wide receiver, had 3 1,000-yard receiving years at Florida State when he was there. He played in the NFL as well. But we got Caden Fryer is more than likely going to be on that squad as well. So we're a team full of stars, and that's why somebody said why Dirt is throwing a temper tantrum. I'm gonna tell you guys, South Florida Express is mad because they thought they were getting B5. I got news for you. If we don't get an OT7 invite, Bryson was never playing for South Florida Express. Like never playing. Put it on here. Tag anybody. Never playing for South Florida Express. Either playing for DEF CON or Raw. So I'm just letting you know that shit was never happening. So people getting mad at me don't know why they mad at me. Like that motherfucker was never playing for y'all. Like they didn't have a good experience last year. It doesn't mean they're not a good program. They do all their shit. My goal is I'm gonna tell you this right here. I think they're getting Brody though, and I want Brody to play for me, but I get it. Brody has a relationship down there, and Brody also South Florida Express has a Noel legend. Samari Roll coaches for them. I didn't even realize that. But you've got Brody Jennings, B5, Jamie French, Tramel Jones. We had somebody else that was on that squad. I'm trying to remember. We had another kid on that squad for South Florida Express. But I don't know if y'all realize how far is does anybody know how far Jacksonville is from Miami? About a 5-hour drive, right? Ain't shit South Florida about Jacksonville. And most squads are 20 kids. And that's not including Vernell Brown, who played for them, and a bunch of other people from South Florida. Bitch, that was North Florida Express. Like North Florida. So what we thought about was like, why not do something to bring attention to the North Florida area, right? So that's really how all of this started. And don't get it twisted. It's a bunch of people that hate the vision, but talk about unity and all that other bullshit and all that other stuff. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all gonna turn me. I love being a villain. And if I gotta be a villain, I will be a villain, because one thing I do know is all you're gonna do is call me on the phone and tell me why I don't like you. All y'all talk shit and don't want to do shit about it. But we got a 18U, two 18Us basically, a 15U, a 14U, a 12U, and a 10U. My 15U team should be solid. My 15U should be solid. We're still getting our people for our 14U, but it's going to end up being some kids from Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Savannah, or all my younger teams. And we're just going to go ball out, have a good time. And we going at people. We want that action. So, but yeah, that's what we got with this. Can you go to, people do gamble. People gamble, they get aggravated. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show y'all B5. Oh, my bad. We got Samari Wingo, 4-star wide receiver. Like, our wide receivers could go up and get it. They're going to be big, fast, physical, dog. It'll be a sophomore next year. He's at FB. Can go to my page. Go to MFTK 7on7 for Twitter. If you guys want to follow more of what we're going to be doing, just follow, at MFTK. Actually, we probably should go ahead and follow it from this too as well. MFTK 7v7. Oh, wrong thing. I don't come into, it's right there. You can just go ahead and click on it. I don't ever come into anything looking for beef, but if you want beef, I'm not vegan. Yeah, it's just, I don't want no problem. Everybody say, James, you always want a problem with somebody. I don't want no problems. But if you say you got a problem, I say no problem. But scroll down a little bit. B5 going up against kids his own age. Technically, B5 should be on my 14U team, not my national team. Should be on my 14U team. This is what B5 looks like going up against 9th graders, because he's at FBU Nationals. Oh, no. This is him going up against the best 9th graders in the nation. This is Bryson doing what he does. And notice the shirt that he's wearing. It's not. Yeah, anyways, I ain't going to get into that because they be wanting to. I know y'all like to tussle and shit. Good. And he's, mind you, he did not turn 14 until September. Did you see the arm, the little push? He's like, come on, man. Quarterback can't even throw the ball. He's doing a little cha-cha slide thing. Get your fucking weight room, bitch. Love that shit. If you talk shit to me, I'm going to let B5 be 5. Don't look to me to tell him to shut up. Because the one thing I say about this young man right here, as much as he loves the dunk on people, Don't think ain't no bitch in, ain't no hoe in B5. Now B5 will fight. Like that might, I think that might be the problem, is he liked to fight.
Oh man.
If the quarterback would have just thrown the ball. Him?
Yeah.
180 now, he over 2.
Oh my God.
He lost a little weight.
As a freshman,
He was 205. He was 210 when he went to Georgia and he ran the 4.5. 6'3". Just not okay. My bad. That's just what you go do. If you would like to see stuff like that, if you would like to be involved, if you would like to sponsor some of these guys going on and do the different things, hey man, listen. Johnny said, "Where does the name come from? Is that a nickname?" Yeah, his nickname is B5. His name is Bryson. I will not call him B5 to his face. Maybe next year. I'm a grown ass man. I can't call him B5, man. I just don't. It just doesn't. But he is 5. He do some shit that just make you like, damn, shit, that motherfucker 5. His freshman campaign was so good, it gets overshadowed because of all of the injuries that we had at Mandarin, and everybody thought we were going, just knew we were going to state, but like, it damn sure ain't his fault. Oh, he'll get to a 4.4. Maybe a 4.4, man. If he gets to a 4.3, it's fucking cheating. He is explosive. By the way, hey, go back to the page, scroll down. I think I got something else. Just for those who don't realize, he has a chance to be the #1 overall prospect in 2028 for football. Oh, my bad. Damn, no, I want you. But scroll down. I think I got it on this page. Keep going. No, I don't have it on this page. Damn. He's also really good at basketball, is what I'm saying. So he would not grow into it. Look at Calvin Johnson. Think of Andre Johnson. Damn, think of everybody wide receivers named Johnson. That like, they're from the South. Like, he's probably going to be one of those frames. He'll probably end up being 6'4", 6'5", about 250, not 250, but 230, and just be super explosive. Might even be 6'6", but fun kid, great to be around, not about bullshit. All he want to do is compete. So, but that's what we trying to do at MFTK. I'm just going out to try to just see how we go. See how it goes. And people get mad. Like, the crazy part is not, if all of them would have just picked up the phone and just, when I asked for help, we could have probably been North Florida Express or some shit. But like, nobody wants to help. Everybody gets mad. Then, find the money. And once I found out why, what the kids needed to, what was so special about playing for everybody else, like, all right, just got to raise money. Cool, no problem. But my goal was to make this an all Jacksonville area team. But hey, man. I never got to play as well with others, thinking kindergarten. So, but I fucks with people, but I fucks with those who fuck with me. So, if anybody recording this, can you please record this and send it to the media saying, hey, we will be having a practice / not tryout, but like just another one, December 29th in Valdosta. They are more than welcome to come and actually report on the good shit that I'm doing. So I'll make sure too, Brendan. My guy with the y'all know the Mother Cats. Y'all go tell the Mother Cats, yeah. They offered B5. Florida State's offered B5. Hey, if you got his info, Chauncey, if you got his info, send it to me. Anybody, if y'all got kids that want to, if y'all put it like this, you can make a short out of this. If y'all got kids or anybody who got high school athletes who are tired of the coaches, tired of the people on social, all in the social medias, all in the videos, all in the songs, tell them, come on over here to Death Row MFTK. That's what we're going to do. One of our uniforms will be Death Row. Now, oh yeah, we would definitely have that shit. But nah, if y'all got some jits, man, come on. Gianni, I already talked with Pop Deloach. OG Deloach knows what is going on, man. But anyways, though, let's go to the next thing, man. But I'll take anybody if they want to come ball. If they want to ball, then tell them to come ball. But if they want to do the other stuff, then they could be with the other side. It's all good as long as they ain't got beef. I ain't got no beef. But if they want to play, let's play. This kid just went up 30 notches in my book. There's a time and a place for everything. To whom much is given, much is expected. I think I think camp should be free for the most part, or very reasonably priced. Camps did something for a guy like me. I will always remember. Y'all might not know who the fuck Gene Atkins is. I will always remember who Gene Atkins is. Gene Atkins is the first camp. Israel, we have a U10 team. I need your son. Inbox me. Need Jit here. Need you to inbox me. We have a U10 team. Need your Jit here. I will always remember Gene Atkins for what he did for me. Amari Williams did a free camp back in his home school, at his hometown. These kids will always remember. And what I remember him posting was that this was a free camp.
Yeah, it was free.
I think that is absolutely dope. That's Geno Atkins, Gianni. Gene Atkins was a DB, went to FAMU. Again, what's crazy though is it should have been double that number. I don't know why. I think it was raining too.
They said
they went out there and they got that work. And he brought guys coming from a guy that does a free football camp in his hometown and in Jacksonville every year. Like, I've seen some of these things. Like Cheetah charged $200 for his camp, and he does camps all over the place. And it's full, but you don't need that, Cheetah. Like, do these camps for the love of it, for the kids that aren't like you, man. And it's like, you got to do stuff like this, in my opinion. So I hope the best for this young man. I'm so glad his injury wasn't severe. Parents are raising him right. So you getting money, you should be able to put. I'm not saying go broke to run a camp, but if you're getting money, you need to be doing stuff. You need to do some stuff for free. You need to write off anyway. So kudos to Amari. Next up.
So we got Devin Risris posting his new profile pic with the spear. So hashtag new profile pic on his account. Make sure y'all go follow Mr. Risris. And yeah, just making it more official, Love to see it. Tallahassee
boy, Holton Street. Just a boy from Holton. I didn't know he was Holton Street and Joe Louis. Boy, that's a hell of a. I don't know how he got around that. Joe Louis was, and he's a little older than me, so he was in both of them when they was hopping. And when I say that, I don't mean like hop. I mean the way you can talk. If I was a rapper, I would want to be in those times because I have all those kind of like the good cocaine and crack stories. But like it was definitely scary. Yes, we'll talk about that, Gerard, here in a second. You got Florida news because Florida had some good flips happen for him.
Yeah,
you got the Dallas Wilson news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now somebody asked me, can we click on Devin's? Can we look at quote tweets still, or is it like you have to catch it?
What do you mean?
All right, go click on Devin because Devin went for a kid Juice Williams, I think is his name. It's DB or whatever. Obviously, he's an SFE kid or a kid from down south. And he quote tweeted this picture. Look at the quote tweets for that, if it will let you.
Yeah.
No, it's actually that. It's actually that picture. So scroll. No, go back.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That picture. So scroll up a little bit. So can we look at quote tweets or retweets now anymore. Oh, they only let us ask us. All right, so we can't find it. So what they're talking about in the chat is a guy named Coach Dirt. Coach Dirt is not bad, people. I don't know what Coach Dirt got going on, but Coach Dirt I ain't got no quarrels with Coach Dirt. Coach Dirt coaches for South Florida Express. All of a sudden, I think he might be mad that Devin got a job before him, but Coach Dirt wants to work in the coaches. The coaches. He wants to basically be in the same position, in a similar position. And a kid quote tweeted this and asked, "Is this the move?" I guess they're telling us how to do it. And a kid asks, "Is this the move?" And Coach Dirt went up on it. And he might have been joking. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I try to give benefit of the doubt because I'll tell you this: what happened with me.
Yeah, we thank you, Yanni.
Right, let's blow it up real quick. Let's see.
Which
I'd say blow
okay. The whole thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we see. Let me go scroll up the yes sir. Which one? Who put yes sir?
Lawrence Steed.
Oh, that's my dog. That's L. Steed. He that's not him. But Steed, another Tally boy. I mean, well, Mississippi boy, but basically been a Tally for a long time.
Jemiah Rogers.
No, I don't think that was it. The guy who did it. So scroll down. No, scroll down.
Oh, right here. Jamarian.
Yeah. So all right, let's click on this one right here. Jamarian post this, and I scroll down. Let's see what comments are under this. Now click on Coach Dirt. Can you do the little zoom thing that you be doing? Like, I don't know if that's a joke. I don't know if it's that. I do know this. It's just not professional. It gives the look of hate. I don't know, but it gives the look of like, now for a guy who all last offseason, actually not even last offseason, all the way up until football season, Florida State this, Florida State that, little bro this, little bro that. But, you know, he played at UCF though. So in his defense, he doesn't have to have any affinities or loyalties to Florida State. It's just interesting that's the energy that we giving off, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, everybody knows me. Tramel Jones went to the University of Florida, right? Everybody knows me. Jamie French went to Texas. Everybody knows me. Drake Stubbs went to the University of Florida. Have y'all ever seen James Anthony Coleman II, Sasua Stout, whatever you decide to call me or whatever on the different things, have y'all ever seen me do this to somebody? Like, I've never gone under my kids' pages and said, don't do this, or this ain't the move, or this ain't it. Because that's not my role. That's not my job. My job is to advise. But then again, I've lived a fucking great life. Like I've lived a fucking amazing life, guys. Like, I got a chance to get some coffee and beignets in New Orleans. Wasn't the greatest experience, but that's typically what every kid that's playing backyard football states that they actually. I'll go again. Gene Atkins played in New Orleans. That's the football camp I went to. My NFL experience as a kid began in my NFL experience as an adult ended in New Orleans. You can't write a better book than that. I don't have to live vicariously through anybody. I choose. There is 2 children I will live vicariously through, but not like hating on them. I just want it. I get excited for my son's success. I get excited for other people's success. I came right in here with tears in my heart, interviewing Tramel and Drake, with them going to Florida. Hey man, sometimes you just gotta say, hey, what's best for everybody in here talking about, oh, Jamie need to go to Florida State. If anybody who's consistently listened to me, I've always said Jamie's doing what's best for Jamie. The best decision for Jamie is to go to Texas. Again, I don't know the context behind it. He may not fuck with Devin. If you don't fuck with Devin, maybe you don't fuck with Devin. I don't know. Now, that's not nice, Daily Chop. They said he ran a 4.9 in the 40.
Who, the coach?
Yeah. For those who don't, that is, if you run sub 5 flat, though, that makes you one of the fastest human beings on the earth. Just not a fast football player. But like, for context, I ran a 4.7 at 265 pounds. Documented, laser. I could also dunk a long time ago. I could probably still dunk now. It's not I'm afraid to come down. I'm not afraid to go up. It's just the coming down part. I think my shock absorbers are a shot. Like, but anyways, though, cool, good enough for them, I guess, man. Hey, man, hate and love are the same emotion, just two different sides of it. If indifference is when you a real one. Like, if you just didn't care, like if you like, but I think that's hate for my boy Devin Reshpress. They say Deuce is on campus. I'm telling y'all, this is not hate. This is love that will turn into hate. If Deuce Robinson does not commit to Florida State, y'all better give my boy D-Rob the same energy that y'all be giving me about the Mandarin kids. I did not nan one of the Mandarin kids' mama to create a kid. I just coached them. D-Rob did a thing a couple decades ago with that boy mama, and they created a mutant. And that mutant turned us down once, and if he turns us down twice, I need y'all to give him the energy that y'all be giving me. This is out of love. Just saying. Anyways. All right, let's go to the next thing.
All right, so our the women's hoops team beat JU yesterday 74-97. The leading scores.
What our boo do?
Tania did not pop off. She only had 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But the leading scorer on our team was our big man, Michaela Timpson. She had 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 8 blocks. Our second leading scorer was Mariah Gordon, 19 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 block. So shout out to them. Keep doing y'all thing. Y'all are doing great so far, and just wishing y'all nothing but the best. So we got some great news as well with Alex Mastromano, our punter. He is a first team All-American. He is the 46th consensus All-American in program history. FSU's second consensus All-American punter. The single season ACC record, 49.3 yards per punt, and the nation's best 30 punts of 50+ yards. So shout out to Alex for getting this accomplishment.
I can't wait. I have never attended a combine where I wanted to interview kickers and punters. Y'all gonna get that work with my guy from down under. We're gonna get some good footage with Mastromano. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love that for that kid. They asked me who was the most effective weapon of the All-American list. Alex. Powerful. Where we at with the numbers? 17 more, man. Need 17 of y'all to get there so we get these hats away. Just move from Twitter to YouTube, man. Somebody got to be mad about something that they want to go watch and listen, man. Just come on and yell at me on the YouTube. On the YouTube.
So FSU has added Jack Potenza to their staff as a defensive assistant. He spent 4 years as a defensive graduate assistant under Tony White at both Syracuse from 2020 to 2022 and Nebraska in 2023. And he was named the Jack linebackers coach for Nebraska under Tony White in 2024. Do you know anything about?
Not a goddamn thing about George Costanza.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's good. If Tony like him, I like him, man. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. I'm like, listen. All the time the bitch and moan about the staff is over. Hey man, I'm fucking with y'all. Let's roll. If you say George Costanza or George Stephanopoulos is gonna be good, then I'm with it, man. That's 2 guys' last name that I refuse to learn how to pronounce. We got we got JP, and then we got him. So hey.
So then we got some Knowles in the league highlights for excuse me, for you all, with Jared Verse and Braden Fisk doing their thing out here. So I'm gonna pull this up right now. So Jared Verse and even if the outside linebacker Jared Verse and defensive end Braden Fisk don't play on Sunday, they would still finish in the top 10 for the most hurries in NFL history through a player's first 15 games. The Rams are the only team to have 2 players ranked in the top 10, and they were in the same draft class and teammates at FSU. That's just they're making history.
I just really believe they should have just let us play. Like, them motherfuckers causing havoc in the league. And the way that they played, they finished the last 4 or 5 games of the season was just top tier. Top tier, man, like craziness. So, like, I love it, man. There's so much fun. And the stuff that me and Steve got with Braden Fisk, so in the NFL Combine, the guys who are the guys get platforms. Like, these big platforms. It's 8 of them. Everybody circles around them, right? You know what times they come. And the guys who nobody really thinks anything about, they get tables. It's like a little table. They just sit at the little table. Braden Fisk was at the little table. And it was just me and the FSU media guys. Excuse me. I want to make this clear. FSU beat does not go to cover any of our players at the Combine. Zilch. The year that we had the most people go, not a 247, not a on 3, not a 9 of them went out there and get it. It ain't like it's hard to get credentials to the Combine. But FSU sends their media team up there. And shout out to the little skinny white girl that they had with that she had like this contraption that she wore on her waist that had the camera and everything. She was like, I'm like, baby, like that, you look like you need to eat. And she didn't eat. She was there because there was so many people. She was there all day. But it was just me and them with Braden. And then Braden went out there and did his damn thug dizzle. But, like, love it, man. And then Nardo. Nardo was another one that didn't have nobody with him. It was just me. I was the only one interviewing Nardo because Nardo and Jarian went at the same time. Jarian had a platform. But then Nardo did the numbers when he went inside the RCA Dome or whatever it's called now. It's not. I don't think it's called the RCA Dome no more. I think I'm old.
The Niners field.
My bad. No, where the Colts.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Whatever, man. Everybody talking about my boy Grammy. Grammy was
Lucas Oil.
Lucas Oil. God damn, I'm old. Like when you start saying like the old names of places like that, you just refuse to learn a new name. Like I still called Dolphin Stadium Joe Robbie. Like, but yeah. So, anyways.
So starting with college football, one of the biggest news I would say, first things first, would be with you play the you game, James? You game at all?
The college football game, yeah. Okay. I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, I play it.
Okay, cool. So EA College Football has become the best-selling sports video game in U.S. history, surpassing NBA 2K21. Is this surprising? I know they had that long hiatus, so
not at all.
This is
not at all, brother. Like it's a man. It is a They've been talking about this since before COVID, and one of the most popular things, I guess, is people were putting their PCs together and playing a variation of 2014 and like building teams and doing it. So it was already there, and it didn't matter how much money they charged for that game. I was going to buy that game. In fact, I bought, even though we didn't use any of that shit, I bought was it a $200 package? Or was it I forgot what it was, but you got the game like a week early, and then you got some extra bonus shit or whatever.
Pre-order.
Yeah, and I know that I should have bought the one that I know what it was. It was 200, but I got that and Madden. And I got them both early and all of that stuff. The game is not any better than the 2014 game to me. I actually believe the old iterations might have been better. But the fact that you could play it and it's been so long, I think it was fun. And as a guy who's played, what I need them to do is go back and put us old school players in there. Let you play with some of the better teams in the school history. Or do the all-decade teams like they used to do. Just give me my scratch, dog. I know I'm going to be on the all-2000s team. Shoot me a free... Matter of fact, shoot me a lifetime free game or some shit like that. You ain't got to give us much, dog. I'll let you throw a 3-6 with a Coleman. Just put a visor on the bitch in the wristband. Make me look saucy out there.
No Santana.
Yeah, no Santana. Definitely no Santana.
He can rap, though.
Really? I just don't want to hear any of the songs.
I watched his.
It's terrifying.
He
Beard be clean though.
No, he be fitted up, but his freestyle was funny. He had he was on the freshman cipher, like the XXL, and he killed. I mean, all the other rappers were trash.
Because they're trash.
He was good though. Like I was surprised. I was like, whoa.
You know he's from Perry, Florida.
I didn't know he's from Florida.
Like not just Florida, country ass one stoplight town, Florida. And to be that flamboyant is wild.
He said he was a gay boy slinging drugs. I say, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Motherfucker want to slang no drugs in fucking Perry.
Hey,
Florida.
Anthony, no, he can rap though. He was spitting. I was like, yo.
See, that's where I be messing me up. If you gay, cool. You a transformer, no doubt. Bitch, you from Perry fucking Florida, dog. Now he might have sold drugs like, later on when he got out of Perry, but bitch, you from Perry, dog. You wasn't out there. Ain't no corners in Perry. It's a corner store. Anyways, man, the fuck out of here. That's the shit. Everybody want to be a thug until it's time to do thug consequences. He was doing hair and makeup, and that's what he was doing. That's a cool story. Like, just stick to your own hustle. Everybody got to be a hustler, right?
The biggest news in college football, obviously as it relates to FSU fans, is Carson Beck's injury and him missing the college football playoff.
My dog is not that ugly, man. Y'all got to stop putting the worst pictures of Carson out there, man. That's Carson, man. They got Carson looking like he from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
That's what he looked like, though.
Carson does not look like that, man. Carson does not look like that bad, man.
He's not tall, but he's not. Yeah. That's crazy.
The teeth just out. Yeah, man. That's man. That's a Mandarin kid, man.
He looks like beef.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But this lets you know right here that women don't care about anything but money and success and power. Because he got the what's them twins, the Cavalier twins, or some shit like that.
Oh yeah,
he dated one of them. Cavalier twins.
He was dating one of them.
Shout out him.
I mean, listen, ugly dude. That man, it was moderately ugly dudes matter.
So, what do you think about him being out for the quarterfinals? And obviously, with FSU and Jordan Travis, that whole situation that happened last year, a lot of people took to Twitter, especially FSU fans, saying that they wish they would hold Georgia up to the same standards as they did for FSU. What do you think about those complaints?
Georgia's quarterback situation is so bad that they're looking for a quarterback now for next year. They are literally in this. They will be better, but they're literally in the same position as Florida State was this time last year. The only difference is that Georgia won. Georgia got their bye, so they're in the top 4. I don't believe they should have been left out because we're in a 12-man playoff. I do, however, believe that their ranking should have been affected by this, and they should be in the group of 12. Because what's going to, or the referees better be getting that sauce cooking now. Because if they lose and they're with the bye, Florida State fans will let them know, and they have every right to let them fucking know. So.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to share with you all, something I reposted on my content page. I tagged you, James, in it a a little while ago. I think it was like December 11th. So I'll put it up on the screen. So this is the top 10 college football teams and average viewership. And you can see the SEC is running this list for the P4 conferences, and Georgia specifically with the #1 spot. So,
all right. So them changing to ESPN, ABC made all the difference. CBS is not as watched as these other ones. ABC is just a much more watched network. Like ABC, other network shows in prime time that get slotted in those places do better than CBS. They got the same show. Like what one had was it CIS, another one had NCIS or some shit like that, and then just the same fucking show, different networks, and just everybody watched the ABC one more. So that's the main reason, and those brands being big help too. But like ABC is just a better overall publicly broadcasted channel.
speaking of the Power Four conferences, there's this great piece of evidence that was circulating Twitter just based off the valuations for each of these conferences. So in aggregate, the SEC is worth $13.3 billion, an average of $832 million per school. The Big Ten at $13.2 billion, an average of $734 million per school. ACC at 9.6 or $562 million per school. And lastly, the Big 12 at $6.7 billion or $420 million per school.
What it's time to do, and if everybody wants more rules and regulations, it's time to use these numbers and just this and let's be real. They need to sell the rights to schools. Everybody wants only so many people can own NFL teams, only so many people can own NBA teams, only so many people can own MLB teams. Sell an owner. Sell somebody the rights to Florida State. It doesn't have to be rights in perpetuity. It could be a 10-year deal, and you could so that way somebody else you can re-up, you can charge more, you can do whatever you need to do. But like, hey, we're going to charge you. Let's use the number. Let's say $762 million per ACC school.
Per ACC school, $562 million.
All right, let's just say it's 500. Let's say $600 million you could buy at the rights to FSU, and for 10 years. But you also have to. So you're in control of all game day operations. You pay us X amount of dollars for rent on Doak Campbell Stadium. You're in charge of the upkeep. You also pay us X amount of rent for the tuck. You're in charge of upkeep for the basketball. Same thing for the baseball, softball. We already have we receive a percentage of the ACC monies that come in for TV, but then you receive the lion's share portion of that. But you receive the funding for the tickets, the concessions. You do all the other stuff that literally makes the sports teams all profit. You're in charge of paying the athletes. The only thing we're in charge of doing is receiving revenue from you. And the school all of a sudden has a moneymaker. And you're getting everything else that you want to get. And that owner is able to be in charge of paying the head coaches, all of those different things. And that's kind of how you work it. So I think that's brilliant. But I also think the more we see this, the less I want to hear y'all bitch about how much these players are making. Bitch about how much the schools are making. And don't give me that, oh, you get a free degree, man. I grew up poor. You know what that means? I got Pell Grant. You know what that means? I got a free fucking education. I was talking to a bunch of people on at a booster like we're doing like in Jacksonville, we're doing like a booster meet and greet. And anytime I break this down to people individually, they always get it. They always get it. It's capitalism. Why are you crying about kids participating in capitalism? Do you not think America is the greatest country in the world? That's all it is, man. Love it. All right. What we got?
So with this monumental ruling with the JUCO athlete situation, so we have Big ruling by a court today that JUCO athletes who play college sports retain all 4 years of NCAA eligibility, even if they play a year or two of JUCO. And this person, Matt Jones, said, quote, might encourage a lot more athletes to go to that route. Now, this is on the cusp of obviously Vanderbilt's quarterback, Diego Pavia. So Diego played at New Mexico Military Institute, a JUCO, from 2020 to 2021, and he sued the NCAA last month and sought a preliminary injunction. He contends the NCAA and its member institutions, which are competing businesses, violate antitrust law by restraining college athlete eligibility in unreasonable ways. He argues he'll lose NIL opportunities in development of football skills by losing a year of D1 football, and this is per Sportico.
Get a job. Here's what I think. There's a lot of rules. Again, what you guys got to realize too is there's flaws in any argument, right? There's pros and there's cons. I'm giving you guys stuff off the top of my dome that I just have thought about. I have not wrote a fucking thesis on these things, so I don't really know all of the stuff. Give kids 6 years. No red shirts. Major injury could potentially, you could petition, but 6 years. I don't mind the 24-year-old thing, and I'm going to tell you why I don't mind the 24-year-old thing. Florida used to have this rule called 19-9. 19-9 meant you could play high school athletics all the way up until you're 19 years and 9 months years old. Then your eligibility ends. Do you know how many guys that y'all think were 18, 17, or even now that you think are 17, 18-year-olds that aren't? Calvin Ridley is my fucking age. Calvin Ridley was in college at 20 years old at the same time as his brother who went the normal route, who was 18, and they were like damn near the same grade. So what I'm saying is, like, Calvin went to the NFL at 23, 24 years old.
Don't even get started on baseball.
Yeah, baseball is even like, just give them the years. And you don't have to worry about all of this stuff. But what I don't want happening is you just going to, you getting 2 years or all your JUCO, because you can redshirt in JUCO. What I don't want you doing is going JUCO, redshirting at JUCO, playing 2 years of JUCO. After that, transferring, redshirting again in college. Like, I don't like these 10-year journeyman college football players stories. Yeah,
The Miami tight end.
I don't want to be the old man in the club. It's kind of weird when you're the guy going, hey, man, hey, bro, what we going to go do, man? We're going to go hang out at the bar. We're going to go do party hop, get some girls. Bitch, you're 30 years old.
If you could find a way to make, $50K a year.
No, I'm not mad at the money that they're making. I'm just like,
It's better than working at
or
McDonald's.
here's what we need to just do. Call it something else.
Oh, yeah.
There are only 40 to 50 NCAA schools that legitimately have a chance year in and year out to win a national championship. Take them motherfuckers out of this shit and call it what it is. It is a fucking semi-pro league. No, it is not U36 football that these motherfuckers are playing at the park, calling themselves semi-pro. Pro means you're paid. Ain't nobody getting semi-paid. You're paying the same Pop Warner fees that I pay as a father for my young kids without any health insurance to be able to take out that. Because you can't go to your boss and say, hey, man, I got to call into work. I tore my ACL when me and my friends were going around with unmatched uniforms, knocking the shit out of each other. Like, that's a hard sell. But if you want to say we have a it's got to be a better way to phrase this. We have a U26 league, right? I will be okay with that.
I think you were kind of expressing the same sentiments as Steve's University of Texas coach Steve Sarkisian. So new Texas head coach, Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian on Diego Pavia's eligibility ruling. Quote, I totally disagree. We're going to have guys 28 to 29 years old playing college football, unquote.
Let me tell you the difference between me and Sark, right? I don't give a fuck about Sark's opinion. One, first off, pause. I got to answer this. Anthony, you are crazy playing rugby in general, but there is no other way to play rugby than that. There's no, I mean, you ain't playing in the sevens, dog. Like, we don't do it real enough in America for you to play in the pro leagues. Sark, all these coaches, they bitch about this shit. You know who can stop this? Them. Don't recruit a JUCO player, or tell the JUCO player, you only got 2 more years here, bro, and I'm getting you rid of your ass. Like, y'all could literally stop it, but you know you're going to bend the rules and play the grown-ass motherfucking man who's way up past his prime. Like, yeah. You only biting the bullet for your cause. Cause I got a hot wife that likes nice things. Cause I like good cars. Cause I got to win these games or these boosters going to fire my ass. Like, I like y'all, like, as individuals, but god damn, y'all are some of the most morally pliable people that I've ever seen before that try to make these stances and you know you don't stand on it. Like, you know you want to say, if there's a 30-year-old that still got something in him that's cock strong, you're going to put his ass, and he can rush the passer, you're going to sign him. And the only problem I have with the U26 thing is it does kind of fuck up the act. But even then, Chris Winkie ass should have never been fucking playing. But Chris did do it the right way. He went and played pro ball first, baseball. Then he came back at 26 or however old he was, and then was 30 years old when he got drafted. But, like, we got to, like, chill out on some of this shit, man. Because you can literally just say, man, fuck it. You don't like all these guys are transferring and blah, blah. Like, look at, we haven't talked about Dabo. Jesus told Dabo he can enter the transfer portal now. He came to him in a vision like God came to Peter when he came to eating pork. He said, eat the pork. God, it's unclean. I'm telling you, anything that I have touched is clean. That's basically what Dabo said. God came to him in a vision and said, get transfer portal players. And have you noticed the only transfer portal players he's gotten are about the liliest of white kids that you can get? But that's all Dabo says. The only name, image, and likeness that I care about is the name, image, and likeness of Jesus Christ. The church told him that he can go recruit players. But again, you don't fuck with the transfer portal, don't take anybody out of the transfer portal. I'm tired of these kids bouncing from school to school and showing no loyalty. Don't take a kid that's been to 4 high schools. What's funny is everybody talks about the Bear Alexander kid like he's the problem. The bitch has never been in one place for more than 6 months. He's literally showed you who he is his entire life. But you know what he is? 6'4", 320 pounds, and can rush the fucking passer. It's just like I'm now seeing the memes where I told God I was tired of character development, but then he showed me a 5'2" Latina. And I feel like I need some more character. Yeah, we know the bitch toxic, but she fine. She got a fat ass. It's not Robert De Niro, the other one, the other Italian actor.
Joe Pesci?
No, that's you and way short. But yeah, but they all short. But
Al Pacino?
Al Pacino, yeah. Al Pacino said, like in one of the movies, yeah, of course you're like, she's got a fat ass. Like he's just got it's just some of the that was what he's like, oh, because his wife. He's like, because his wife was cheating on him. Of course you like, because she got a fat ass. That's basically what happens. Like, you over here, you're recruiting people that you know are morally corrupt, but you like them. We have to be.
Yeah.
We are lying to kids to get them to come to us. We literally, like I'm saying like I'm in college, but I'm not. But I'm gonna be, no, fuck this. Let me be real with you. Like, I care about all the guys that I coach, right? This is true. I truly care about every kid that I coach. I have favorites. And you know who the favorite is? The one that rushes for 1,000 yards. It's the truth. What, coach? Why can he? It's called pretty privilege, son. Can you do what he does? If I got the chance, no, you can't. It's a reason why he's there and you're here. You think I'm putting out guys that I just don't want? His mama ain't fine. But I'm not doing it to their level. I'm not doing it to their level.
Yeah. Hey, man, when do you make enough money to stand on your principles? Like, to be like, no.
They never. You have to be a specific type of person to stand on your principles, and it's a lonely motherfucking place to be, and it's not as wealthy. And but
that's what I was thinking. Is it the poor person who needs it, or the rich person who wants to keep it that's willing to bend their morals?
it's because everything that they've done has been set up on this foundation of this fallacy of who they are. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily bad people, but when it comes down to people, when it comes down to people doing what's best for them, always believe people are going to do what's best for them, and that will leave you not being. Well, you'll be mad, but you know you're gonna get fucked. It's happened to me too many times, and people are like, "Why aren't you upset?" Nah, they did what's best for them. I knew the situation was gonna come. Like, shoot, Jason, hey, perfect thing. C-Bass, Sebastian Janikowski, best kicker to ever play. Motherfucker was crazy. Probably still is crazy. Pills, like was popping pills in the 90s. Before, like Sebastian Janikowski crawled so today's rappers could walk. All what these rappers doing now, they think they doing something Sebastian was doing in the late 90s. In the late 90s. They come up to Bobby and say, "Hey man, are you going to suspend the kicker? I got different rules for foreigners. He doesn't understand the language." Mind you, he went to school at Daytona.
That's what Bobby's
Brother.
About
brother.
Drugs? What is
my brother in Christ. I love Bobby Bowden to death. If I have another son, I probably will name him Bobby. Bobby Bowden is one of my, I am grateful for Bobby Bowden for me being where I am at, but the vision that everybody has of Bobby Bowden just being like the picture of Jesus with the lamb draped over his neck, that is not Bobby Bowden.
That's one of the most gangster.
Bobby Bowden is the most gangster old ass white man that you could think. Why you think his drip was so nice in the 90s? Bobby was 70 in the 90s rocking starter jackets.
That's crazy.
Like cleaner than a motherfucker, like just out there with all the juice. Y'all think Bobby recruited nothing but trailer trash and hood niggas. And y'all think he was just people would know. Again, everybody knows hood dudes ain't got no dad, but y'all be forgetting that there's the white version of hood too. It's called the trailer park. And it's probably just as bad, if not worse. Same problems that you have in the hood, you have in the trailer park. And that's what Bobby said. Bobby was like, he had a couple 2-parent home kids, but he tell you, ain't nothing that a rich kid can do for me. Bobby needed people with emotionally disturbed behaviors, needed a positive male role model, and like just that knew that if we didn't give these kids this scholarship, this kid might rob me.
It's like health insurance people, then it's like lawyers,
Bruh,
then it's coaches.
Listen, man, you know how many black number 36s Bobby Bowden seen in his life? The fact that man knew my name was bigger than any president. And I played for him. I'm just saying, like, these guys that just, again, Saban same way, man. Hey, I could go on and on about this. Bottom line is, it's pretty privileged. I'm tired of these coaches acting like they give a fuck about these rules, because if they did, they could change the shit. It's just like when women talk about how men ain't shit, but you keep fucking the same ain't shit nigga. It's because you like them. It's okay. Let's at least embrace. Same thing with men. Men, oh man, woman, she ain't nothing but a gold. It's because you like that. If you put your foot down and stop going after these guys that you're not attracted to, you know what? They will straighten up and fly right. Do you know why men drive fast cars? Yeah, at a certain point, it's the thrill. Women get attracted to fast cars. That's why they like it. You know why we wear suits and dress up and wear certain things? Women had men so fucked up in the game that men tried to wear wrong one point in recent history. Because women were like, oh, that's cute. Say, man, you letting them girls about to bust up your backside. Put your foot down, and it won't happen. All right. Speaking of not putting your foot down, fuck. And the guy who cut me, fuck the Denver Broncos and their head coach because they fucked me out of my money, man. They fucked up my parlay.
So last night, there was the Thursday night football game with the Broncos playing the Los Angeles Chargers at LA. And as you can see from the screen, at halftime, the Broncos were up 21-13. But at the end of the game, the final score was 27-34. And the Chargers made this 21-point comeback to defeat the Broncos. So obviously, when we talk about Thursday night football or any football in general, we love to bring up Opta stats. They have great stats. So the Chargers have recorded at least 20 points in the last 12 games on that Thursday. The only longer such streak in NFL history was a 14-game run by the Cowboys between 2001 and 2013. So we got some Justin Herbert stats as well per Next Gen Stats. So Justin Herbert used play action on a career high 47.2% of his dropbacks against Denver, finishing 12 of 15 for 155 yards with a play fake. This season, Herbert ranked second in the NFL in passing yards on play action, 1,339, fewer than only Jared Goff, of course, 1,539. So yeah, that was the some of the important stats of the game. Obviously, FSU's own Derwin James had 5 total tackles, 4 solo tackles, and Asante Samuel is still inactive. So, did you catch this game, James, or did you just recap on some highlights?
I just watched I was going to watch it, right? And then I saw, Denver's up by a lot of points. Fuck it. Let me finish smoking my cigar. I was smoking my cigar and I saw where they did the wild kick. Like, it's always an obscure rule, guys.
I have the video
that
too.
that we'll get. And then I looked at it. I was like, you know what? They're gonna do some fuckery to make me mad. And the boys were doing so good. It was such a beautiful day in the house yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I saw the Broncos were up by was it 3? It was something they were up by. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go give me a nap. Bo Nix has fucked up my night. I know they're not gonna win it. Fucked up my parlay. I woke up to see the score. So, but you say you have the
Yeah, I have the video of somebody explaining the first fair catch kick in over 50 years. So I wanted to share this with y'all.
This is true on every level. And I found out about this when I was coaching at Atlanta coach with Kevin Sullivan. And it's wild because we actually practice it every year, one time during two-a-days, so we can be aware of it. But go ahead.
The Los Angeles Chargers just did something in the NFL for the first time in 50 years. 13 seconds left. The Chargers have timeouts. The Broncos run the football thinking, okay, let's just take it into half. But Jim Harbaugh calls a timeout to preserve a few seconds and, maybe throw a Hail Mary. Well, on the ensuing punt, because the Broncos did have to punt, you get fair catch interference called on the Denver Broncos at the 38-yard line. Like, you can pretty clearly see this was a penalty, and the Chargers get 15 yards added on to that spot. The refs discussed this for a very long time, talked to Jim Harbaugh for a very long time. Then they trot Justin Herbert on the field to throw a Hail Mary. But then, as the Chargers are huddling up, somebody gets in Jim Harbaugh's ear and says, you don't have to do that. You can do something called a fair catch kick, where at that point, you hold the ball, absolutely no defenders on the other side can block it, and you just get a free field goal try. Now, this is returnable, but for Cameron Dicker, this 57-yard field goal, well within his range, and he just bangs it through. 3 free points. I don't think Harbaugh's upset.
Shout out Dicker the kicker.
Yeah, sometimes you need a bigger Dicker. That help you score properly. I just think it's the situation. Nobody's ever really been in that situation like that.
Yeah.
We're over 100. So if you guys, can we get one of those randomizer things? If you want to, we were. Damn, it dropped out of 92. We were over 100 in the chat. Maybe YouTube, yeah. But no, he looked at it, says 88 now, so people are dropping out. So damn, fucking up the church's money.
Facts.
All right. But yeah, that was cool. That was kind of cool though. But whatever.
So Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes decided to gift his O-line, splurge on his O-line, spent $100,000 on Christmas gifts. They were each gifted a Rolex. I don't know how to pronounce Lucchesi boots.
I don't know, but those look like expensive. They look expensive.
Yeah, Lucchesi boots. Somebody can correct me in the chat and more. And then so the white box that's called the Nomatech Elite. Have y'all seen those? They're like the recovery you put on your legs. And I saw it like on the Starting
A lot
Five
of people
documentary. LeBron uses it, and it's just great recovery. Also, as well, I saw Brock Purdy splurge on his O-line, buying them all like Toyota Tundras, and he barely make any money compared to them,
Hey,
which is crazy.
Hold on. Hey, Loma Checo boots. You know anything about it? I needed to call a white person that wears boots, so I figured you would know.
Loman,
What's that? How do you
Lucchesi?
Lucchesi. Okay.
Who's got them? Where are you getting them from?
Well, I'm not one. I don't think I can rock boots like this, but apparently, Patrick Mahomes bought all of his offensive line those boots.
Yes, they're top of the line. They're $1,000 a pair.
Oh, now I want them. I didn't want them before that. Like, what do you wear? So, how does one wear?
I wear suits with them.
You're shitting me, for real? Do I put the legs inside of the boots, or do I put them over the top?
No, sir. No,
Outside.
you have to put them over. I wear boots with suits. That's my thing. That's my favorite. I own 3 pairs of like Nicole Hahn's, and I don't even wear them. I only wear boots.
Yeah, I don't wear dress shoes anymore. So like, there's no need.
I wear boots with them. I swear.
That's interesting. So like, what's the purpose of having something go all the way up your calf that nobody can see?
Okay, so there's a few things. One, I'm not a huge fan of the tall boots anymore. I only wear like Chelsea boots is what they're called. But I mean, a real cowboy uses them so they don't rub their fucking legs all over horses and shit. That's like the real purpose of them. But us other posers just wear them just because. But you do not tuck your pants in your boots ever.
Yeah,
That's what I mean, I don't know who can hear me, but that's what I would call a gay person. Wearing like that personally.
Fair enough. So that I don't look like, all right, now I want a pair of Lucchesi boots, but I don't want to look like I'm a member of the community. So don't wear them inside.
You're not an alphabet community kind of guy. So I need you to wear them outsides. Now, the Lucchesis are expensive. Tacovas are in the middle, and then Ariat is like a cheaper version of all that. Those are like the 3 brands I would recommend to you. But the Lucchesis, if you wear Lucchesis, I mean, I'm not a Jordan guy, but that's like the Jordan of boots.
Look up, Ron DeSantis got wears his pants inside of his boots.
That makes sense.
all right, bro. I'll let you, man. Appreciate you giving me the. I was like, I know this white person will know exactly what these are. So
yes,
like,
I have like 6 pair of boots. I don't have any Lucchesis because I'm not quite at that taste yet. But if you want to rock everybody's world, get you a pair of Lucchesis and you'll be the fucking man.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
All right,
man. He's hard right here.
Nobody else could do that for you. All you black people just got educated. Do you have a white friend that you could call that could tell you exactly what those were and would answer right away and not be offended that you asked them that? And would make you not look like excuse me, because there's nothing wrong with that. We are allies on this channel. It cared about you so much that he didn't want you to be confused, to be anybody to confuse you.
Ooh.
Can we find Ron DeSantis in boots? Because this really bothers me.
Yeah, I'm
like Hank Hill. I don't know if you ever seen that King of the Hill episode. Hank Hill and he was like, he couldn't vote for it. He can't vote for a man with a weak handshake. And I'm like, so I actually, when I saw that cartoon, I always say cartoons can't influence me. That did influence me. Like if I meet a man and that handshake is limp, I do not trust you with anything.
Oh God.
But if you're telling me that you're not supposed, it's unmanly because how I had to learn. So my young bull, when I got into Jordans a few years ago, right? I was like, I'm an old guy. Can I wear? I thought you wear your pants over the shoes. And he's like, nah, man, nah, you better put them shoes, the pants inside. Like you got to get the legs, so you got to show the J. So I stopped wearing I changed, so because you want to see the whole shoe. So I'm looking at that. I figured that, and I'm like, okay, well, apparently we don't want to be, but you don't want confusion. It's just like when I learned about, I don't go in places where I can't use the toilet, right? But I always carry Clorox wipes and baby wipes on me. But I found out that if you go to the airport, apparently, and you got to take a number 2, don't tap your feet. Somebody might get confused with you tapping your foot. A congressperson went over there, and that was a sign. You tap your foot, and that's a sign to let somebody know that you're not trying to drop a number 2. You're trying to take one. Take one up in you. And I don't ever want to, since then, I'll actually lift my feet up in the air. I don't want any confusion as to what's going on over here on this side. So I don't want to ever be confused with, again, if that's what you do, hey man, I'm gonna thank you for your cervix type guy. Like I don't want the other side, but but no, I just need to know if my governor is
it. So the picture of him with the boots, it's not like.
Wait a minute, is that not? That looks like high heel boots.
No, these are. The picture with him in his pants tucked in the boots. They're like the galoshes. Are they like the white like working boots like these?
Those are galoshes, man.
So
that's different, man. Yeah. He's in the rain. All right, cool. All right, my bad.
So I know we mentioned this earlier when discussing the show outline, but just talking about the Bills' offensive tackle, Dion Dawkins. So a plane just crashed into the yard of the Bills tackle Dion Dawkins, just feet away from his Buffalo home. The man flying the plane tragically died. Thankfully, Dion was not injured. And due to the accident, Dion was excused from practice. So this is just crazy.
I mean, imagine calling in. You hear as a coach, you hear some wild reasons why people can't come to practice. But just imagine, hey, coach, I can't come to practice today because a plane crashed in my yard. All right, God damn it, Dion. If you didn't want to show up, just tell us you needed a personal day. Stop making up shit. But no, that's wild.
What type of sound was he sleeping?
I think it said he wasn't home.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If I heard that, I would think the rapture. That would.
I grabbed the strap. So I'm going out there.
Does anybody listen and subscribe to T-Rex? He's like one of those skit guys, and it's the darkest humor ever. And he was like, when you're going to ride on your ops, he said all these different things that he wants to do. He's like, nah, so when we going to ride, when we going to unalive our op? Nah, man, we going to do this. I found out his daughter has epilepsy. I want you to go to a class, and I want you to cut all the lights on and off really, really fast so that she has a seizure. And then I want you to, then his dad was a Vietnam vet. I want you to go behind him at Walmart and pop a balloon in his ear. So he thinks his mom's a big Christian. I want you to go around our house, play trumpets, and trumpets when she sleeps. So when she wakes up and tell her the rapture has come and you weren't chosen. It's like, can we just kill him? Nah, that's not enough. It's just so that's just like if that happened, if a plane crashed in my yard. Yeah, he did say, he said his son's favorite animal is a squirrel. I want one of y'all to capture a squirrel, wait till he gets out of school and spike it right in front of him. But if I heard a plane crash in my yard, if I got woke up like that, I just know the world is coming to an end. Right. But that's crazy though.
So this weekend, even on Saturday, it's going to be one of the all-time great football viewership days. So we got a great list of games, college and NFL. So at 12 p.m., SMU plays at Penn State. Then at 1 p.m., the Texans are playing at the Chiefs. At 4 p.m., Clemson's playing at Texas. 4:30 p.m., the Steelers and Ravens playing. Can't wait for that game. And then at 8 p.m., Tennessee at Ohio State.
MFTK. I hate being a parent right now. You know why? My son has a game at 1:30 on Saturday. I gotta have him there by 12.
Damn,
I gotta fuck them kids. I'm watching the game while I'm coaching. I'm gonna have YouTube TV on my fucking phone. Hey, coach, what play we running? I don't know. We got what does it say? There's a guy. Is it Jesus Forgives or something? I forgot. We have a way that we call like the same play. It was just like Jesus Loves, and then they go out there and run the same play. But I'm just gonna say that the whole game. It's too much overlapping, and I got to get on the road to go to this fucking cookie party. Man, this is why I hate the holidays. I love the cookie party, but I hate the holidays because it interferes with my football.
What's
today? Friday?
What's a cookie party?
Yeah. Every year since I've been to JIT, we have a cookie. The first family that got out of the hood is my godmom. And they started doing white people shit. Like they had a house in the home, and everybody went over there they had a fireplace, which was like we thought we had a furnace in New Jersey. We had a fireplace. I thought fireplaces were fake, or like I didn't know people really had fucking fireplaces in Florida. I just thought white people did this in movies. But like we had a cookie party, so everybody will come over their house, and they bring food, and they'll have cookies and shit. And one of the funny things is one year she started trying to make ginger snaps, and them bitches was so motherfucking hard. I was like, well, nobody can eat this shit. And like
Trader Joe's got some good ginger snaps.
But like I called them snaps because that's how hard they were. But I like ginger snaps. A good ginger snap and some coffee, man. I'm an old ass motherfucker. Ginger snaps and shortbread cookies. I don't need all that extra shit. I just give me some good old fashioned stuff. But anyways, though, I love fireplaces though. Now, like when I got that first fireplace, my mom moved into our house. Wow, we had a real. I got a real tree for the first time. I was 17 years old when we got our first real tree in a fireplace. I would just stare at it. No decorations, just a tree. And fire. And I would just sit there in the dark and just look at it like, wow, this is white. This is Caucasian happiness. Like that's how I felt. But yeah.
So we have our Big Games B.S. segment where we just touch on different sports topics, popular culture. So first things first, huge shout out to Reebok. They named the WNBA a authorized footwear supplier, tapping WNBA stars Angel Reese and Lexi Brown. And a lot of people know who Angel Reese is, obviously, but if you do not know who Lexi Brown is, she plays on the LA Sparks, and she is the daughter of Dee Brown, who is a Jacksonville native. And he did the no-look dunk. So it's great to see the women getting these sponsorships and being the face of a brand, especially in the W. And shout out to them. And what do you think about this, James?
You know what? Everything's a rollout. I think Angel Reese did all of that bullshit with Shaq to garner some attention and all of this stuff. And then this is just where it's at. Because here's the thing. If Shaq was that much of a creeper and everybody was like that, she wouldn't be signing with Shaq and Reebok. Like sometimes I think we need to all be slower to respond. And then the other part of it is just realize old dudes like young pussy. Only thing better than pussy is new pussy.
Yes, it says here.
Is that all I say? It says that in the contract?
Oh no. No, I was just talking about Shaq. Shaq said it's an exciting time for Reebok, the WNBA, and the game of basketball overall. And he is the president of Reebok basketball, so he does have a lot of motion in Reebok. So, like
Shaq about to be the first person. Shaq about to be get the first dibs on whatever young fine WNBA player he wants. But now, Angel is dope for women. I think this is where I think women need to understand historical places while their historical place in history as they're continuing to push for equality or equity. So they're around the same lines as where the NBA was. This will bring more big name people. Reebok needs a boost, right? Because they're clearly behind Nike. And I think this will help. And then now maybe it'll also bring other people around. And as these women continue to get saucy, we got Juju out there and Callie. We got Janiyah, right? Who's baby girl? The one we love in Florida
Taniyah?
State? Taniyah, not Janiyah. Taniyah.
I don't know if it's Taniyah or Tania.
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 TT. Little T.
TT. Yeah, we just call it TT.
Which as she continues to grow, man, it's going to be some women that are going to inspire the next generation of women to want to be able to do that. And what women have to realize is, you know why the NFL is more popular today and why the NBA is more popular? You guys are the buyers of the product. So if we got women that can inspire women to go spend that money on women, it will raise what their pay is. So I'm cool with it. Dope.
Yeah, Paige Bueckers out of UConn. I don't know if you know her, but she recently came out with her own Nike shoe. And I was checking it out on StockX, and it was just crazy. It retailed at $190. So I don't know who is going to buy those shoes at retail, but obviously on StockX, the market, the selling prices are below retail. But I was just so shocked about that. But speaking of women helping women, I didn't put any clips, but just a link I want to share with you, James. Sexy Red was on the Angel Reese podcast. Did you catch any clips of that?
I did not.
So she was explaining her new lip gloss line to Angel Reese on the podcast. And I just want to share the website with you all, just so you can see the shade names of this lip gloss. I just want y'all to tell me what you think. I don't even know if I can say this because my mom might be listening. She don't even want me to say half these words. So you got I'll just let y'all yeah.
I mean, Coochie Juice, Booty Hole Brown. My mama listens to it too, but it doesn't matter. I'm good and grown at this point, and I don't think I can say anything that can make her. I'm gonna say while we say some of the things, I'm gonna read this nut, pussy hole pink. I get it though, like
that was crazy.
Yellow discharge.
That was crazy.
Gonorrhea.
So she was on Angel Reese's show, and she was talking with Angel Reese about how she came up with some of these names. And she said for the gonorrhea one, she said one of her homegirls had gonorrhea, and she thought, wow, there's no green lip gloss, so I'm gonna make this lip gloss named gonorrhea. Isn't that so ingenuitive? I
ain't gonna hold you. There's a different color on all her lips.
Yeah, like
I mean, I see.
It's a little. Yeah,
it's a little tint.
Yeah, it's a little tint. Like right
there. Okay, that look like gloss.
Oh, we not done though.
Blue balls. What she know about that?
And the worst.
Running a red light. If anybody knows what that means. So there was a thing that came up when somebody said, the Twitter, the guy.
Kai. Are you talking about Kai?
Yeah, he said like, nah, he thought he wanted to smell because he thought she was dirty, basically. And then somebody was like, well, why is it that brown? If she was light skinned, she would be no. It's the fact that she has a whole lip line of this, and she made a song. I think she's dirty because one of the times when I went to go see, I think it was Jeezy, when Jeezy was in town, not this past year, the year before that, it was Duval Day. And she was at Duval Day. Now Duval got the crab, we had the crab pots, the crystals. I mean, when I say it was sweltering hot, it was hot that day, bro.
Wait, crystals? Like crystals?
Like crystals, bro. Like he gives it all for free. But like when you've been around a good crab boil, even when you eating crabs, like you want to go wash. Like you smelling like, not wash, you need to wash. Because you smelling like seafood. This girl's out there all day and came to the concert in the same fit. And then when she did that, her coochie pink, her booty hole brown, I said, you know what? At this moment right now, I believe everything that you're saying right now. Because I know you ain't wipe your ass or wash your ass properly. And that's just, just the things that she raps about. It's wild because women want equality, but the same, but all of the benefits that come with what you get in the misogynistic. That's why chivalry exists. Chivalry in of itself is misogynistic. Your bills getting paid is misogynistic. But you can't want equality and want that. You want equity first off, which is what you really want. So you can't have it both ways. I mean, you can, and there might be guys who want to. I see all of these different things. I think Sexy Red wild. Yeah. And I would not, Sexy Red would just not be a chick that I just want to bring home to my mama. Now she might be, I don't even think, she's too nasty. I don't even think I would want to have fun with her.
She, like you said, she was on that Kai Cenat stream a couple weeks ago, and she brought some of her homegirls with her, and there's a clip going around of, like, they was all dancing, because playing music and whatever, and Kai was sitting in his chair, and then you could see his face he made, because one of her homegirls was stanking, and he was like, and it was just like, yeah, that
it's wild because
yes.
So Glow, right? I love Glorilla, right? Glorilla really looked like she glowing up as she's getting more famous. Sexy Red just looks like, I mean, that's cool. That might be her. She just ratchet and she don't want to be nothing but ratchet. But with ratchet comes ratchet thoughts. Some stereotypes exist for a reason. They're more descriptors.
This is why I added this picture.
Is this being shown right now?
No.
Okay. Because this is actually, I'll be honest with you, this is how I be looking at her.
You want me? Do you want?
Sure.
Okay.
Is this what I took all them ass whoopings for? You gotta play the Boondocks thing with this. Black entertainment television is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
Man, the Grok is so. I use Grok for this.
Grok
I was like,
awesome,
image of Sexy Red, and then I was like, image of Sexy Red getting yelled at by MLK, and then this is what popped up.
Like, I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen what's on the other side, but I won't be going with you. I'm going to Canada.
Man.
Hey, man, listen, dog, get your money, but understand that the way you live your life, there's going to be 50% of people that fuck with it. And there's, well, probably less or more. Bottom line, there's going to be people who don't fuck with you. And I personally don't fuck with you. And I personally have a daughter. I hope she doesn't act like Sexy Red. She seems to be pretty upstanding to me. She got her mama tendencies in her. I won't talk about her mama today. I'm trying to get good gifts. If you haven't noticed, I mean, Santa, before I say anything, how much do you know is what my shirt says today. So I'm trying to get some gifts. But I just, Sexy Red just, hey, man, that's what you want your daughter to be like. Hoes are necessary. Hoes have been around since the Bible, and they are a perfectly fine functioning thing for our society. We all need that. The world would not work without hoes. But I just don't want them. I just don't want to raise one. I'm glad one of my most diabolical fears on this planet is that one day I will wake up and I will go to a strip club and I will see my daughter.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
All right.
Speaking of the opposite of hoes, shout out to Trinity Rodman. She is a forward for the Washington Spirit of the National Women's Soccer League, and she plays on the USA Olympic team. Now, if you don't know Trinity Rodman, she is the daughter of NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman. So she was on a podcast recently talking about the relationship with her dad and how she wishes things could have been a little different. Let me just get this for y'all right here.
We had an expedition and we kind of lived in that for a little bit. We tried to live with him, but he's having parties 24/7. He's bringing random in. He loves the spotlight. He loves the cameras. He loves bringing his children on stage and being like, oh, these are my kids. I'm crying. No one knows what's going on. And I'm like, dude, my dad's here. And then I walk over and again, there's cameras everywhere. He grabs my head and I just start bawling into his arms as if like it's a daddy daughter. Like I lost hope in like ever getting him back. I answer the phone now for like my conscience to be like, he needed to hear my voice before anything happens. Like that's why I answer the phone, not for me. He's not a dad, maybe by blood, but nothing else. We had an
father time is crucial. James, what do you think of that? I know Dennis Rodman had been wilding since the 90s, but just to hear it from his kid's mouth, it's kind of sad. And he also has a son, too.
Let me see the caption for that. I'm curious what the caption was. I feel her. I feel where she's coming from. As a guy, I have a lot of the same sentiment. I never tried to live with my dad. I knew that was never an option. One thing I want people in general. I can only speak for Black people. I'm assuming white people have the same thing. All cultures have this, right? So we're not that many generations removed from when shit was really, really bad for Black people, right? Every generation should have the opportunity to make it better, right? Some of the things that our parents did, they did the best that they knew how to do with the information that was provided for them. It doesn't mean they did not fail. They failed. Some of them failed us. But they did the best. And you'll never understand it more than when you become a parent. I feel like I fail every day because I can't do something that I want to do. The difference is I know a better way of how to channel it, and I don't come out and do some of these things. Okay. So what I mean by that, like your dad, like if you really has anybody listened to the Dennis Rodman story?
Yeah, he was homeless. He got kicked out, sleeping at airports.
Like, and before I even get to that part, Michael Jordan said something that was very relative that nobody listens to. In order to be great, you have to be selfish. Your dad is one of the top 50 NBA players of all time. And so knowing that, he has, and you too, Trinity, you're great in your own right.
Yeah, she fired.
There are people who will say, like, you did not become a top. There's no way to become a top soccer player like we hear top football players. Money had to be invested in you for you to get the top training, be in the top clubs. So and I'm not mad at her. What she's doing is selfish and looking at it from one perspective. Your dad not only was homeless, he went to a NAIA school.
Yeah.
He grew overnight. Like he was like 5'9", then all of a sudden became huge. John Sally talks about how he was ridiculed, called ugly, beaten down, torn down, was on the back of his pickup truck, ready to blow his brains out with his shotgun. He deals with depression. That's a sign of wanting to be like he is looking for acceptance. I'm not saying that this makes it right for what he did as a father. What I'm saying is at a certain point as adults, we have to step back and say, you know what? Yeah, you was fucked up. But like, I understand. My father fucked up. He failed. My father failed me. But I stopped hating my father at 18 years old. My mom said one of the realest shits in the world to me. And this is how I could tell, like, again, my mom's becoming more of a woman now, like with the logic to me as I get older. But the way my mother raised me, like, it's like, it is perfection, I think, for a single mother, how she should raise a man. My mom told me, you over here pouting, mad at the world. That man living in his house with a big screen TV with another woman in another house. He is not losing any sleep over you right now. Now, that was the first thing. But then I thought about, forgiveness. Like I hated, I read this book called Maximize Manhood, and it was talking about this pastor was giving advice to this woman who could not reach her child. Her daughter was wilding. He
Sexy
asked,
Red?
Yeah, basically Sexy Red in it. The pastor asked, what was your relationship with your mother? I don't talk to my mother. I hate my mother. My mother was this. She didn't do anything right. All you're doing is continually bringing down that generational curse. Somebody has to stop it. You have to make a choice. So with me, I don't call my father for him. I call my father kind of for me.
Yeah, that's what she was saying too.
So like, I didn't have no granddad. The only granddad that I have that I really know is got dementia. And I talked to that man twice in my entire life. It's my mother's father. would like my kids to know their granddads. So I fight for that. They have all the grandparents. And I hope my kids, no matter how much I fuck up, see what their dad did and give me the same grace. The only thing my father ever did that pissed me the fuck off that I can't necessarily forgive but he has an opportunity is his ass came to Florida. It did not see his grandson. And I said, no problem. Next time I see you is when I bury you. I will give you the respect to give you a proper burial. But all I'm saying is that I'll say this. It's people who don't know their daddy. You at least know your dad. And you can tell people your dad is Dennis Rodman, and that will open a lot of doors for you that would never open for anybody else. I'm not saying your life wasn't fucked up, but I am saying sometimes you got to I'll joke around about it in situations like this. I won't take no time to shit on my dad. Hell, I would never shit on my mother either. Like my mother didn't do everything right, but she did everything. She did the best that she could do with the information that she had, and my life could have been a lot more fucked up because I have seen the way some of y'all grew up. Yeah. Like for me in that situation, as good of a soccer player as she is, I would say my father was not there as much for me, but I would not use that opportunity to shine a light on my father. If I would use that to shine a light on me. Was he a deadbeat? I mean, he was a drunk. He was a partier. He was doing all these other different things. So, but we all know that about Dennis Rodman. So it's kind of like you telling me, it's like if Mike, who was probably a shitty dad, Mike Tyson, but you don't see Mike Tyson's kids coming out saying that. And Mike Tyson will tell you he was a shitty dad. I think a lot of times if you give a man the opportunity, he'll tell you that he was a shitty dad.
My overall point is shit was getting paid for. Like,
right. I mean,
a big part of a lot of stuff.
Right. You would not be in the situation you are in right now if it wasn't for your father, even if it's the angry part. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be in a situation if my father was in my life like that. I probably would be a much terrible person. I'd probably be in jail. But also, a lot of people probably got fucked up because my dad wasn't in my life, and that helped me get to college. 215 always rolled around, and I knew no matter what. No matter how bad my day was, I put it on like I wanted to use the little Elmo dancing. Somebody say something mean to me, I'm like, okay, 215. 215 rolls around, put the pads on, I get to go hit somebody. And I just don't like I said, man, I empathize with her, but she has a lot of opportunities that a lot of people didn't have because of a father too. Also,
you could be poor, man. You can be poor.
Now she said they slept in their Explorer because they didn't know about the party. So even in that, it was a choice to sleep in that.
Get out of here.
All right, next thing.
So the United Healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione is now reportedly
he's already gay.
No, wait, no. He's reportedly in the same Brooklyn prison as Sean Diddy Combs.
No, somebody said he was gay and like black men. I ain't know. This was helps Diddy.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the police officer? Police officer had some drip on. I think he had the Jordan 4 off-whites.
What?
Like they were showing when he was walking.
Oh, I have. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna peep it. Oh, I don't know if they don't have. That's not the. It was a side shot they had of him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just a crazy.
Hey, damn, girl, you got it like ESPN or something. I was just talking about you. Well, it was more so about your choice in men, but I'm cool with it because, because I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So, but with some chick, I was on the show.
You're not recording now, right?
No, I'm not. I'm recording as we speak right now. But no, I was just saying like a lot of times. Okay, I was about to tell you what the fuck I said about you, but okay then.
No. I don't want to be messing you up. Sure,
I mean, the only time you call me is when is the few times I actually work.
Go ahead, tell me what you
Oh no, all I said was that sometimes that people are really harsh on their parents without realizing that y'all was kids and y'all did the best that y'all knew how to do with the information provided for you. And a lot of it just needs to be grace, and you'll never understand that until you become a parent. Now, that's basically all I said. My mom did great. I said, you're more of a woman now.
Never understand what it was being a single parent.
No, you'll never understand what it's like what it was like for some of y'all until you become a parent yourself.
Until you become a parent, that's
Yeah.
what I didn't hear.
But now I also said you should write a book about you're different now, but you're not a parent anymore. You're a grandparent. But I was like, but you said you put me through some stuff that helped me. Now I was probably could be considered now you might get locked up for it, but it was good. I think it was amazing stuff that the things that you did. And like I still remember I could be traumatized. Remember that day and them boys was calling me ET and you was just like, bring your big head butt in the house or something like that. Or come on in here, ET. Man, see what I'm saying? They don't ever remember the trauma that they put through. No, I'm just joking.
I believe it.
I'm just joking.
I don't remember it because I remember Kenny.
Yeah.
We used to live in Crosston. I remember Kenny saying to me, we were over in, I think I had moved in the house by then, whatever I saw him, he said, I knew that boy would eventually grow into his head. I was so mad, but all I could do was laugh because your head was never big to me. Everybody, it was, you had big ears.
I did have big ears. I did used to have big ears too.
You had long ears. That's what stood out to me. Not so much your head, but and then I knew you had a big head because in kindergarten, all the hats were too small.
That was third grade. When we were doing the electric slide thing.
Were too big for all the other kids, but your head, the hat was too small, and Celeste and Julie kept laughing because it kept falling off your head. Celeste was teaching you how to do the electric slide. You would practice, and that's why you don't remember. You used to talk just like Trey. You're very proper. Mom. And I don't know when you just grew out of that. But you were very proper.
I speak proper.
No, but I'm saying you even sound like Trey. Not quite the mama's home. What are you doing? Not quite like that, but it was very, very pronounced. For Appalachia to now be a pretty much Negro tapestry school or whatever it is. What's it when you get the free? Well, I think everybody gets free lunch now.
Yeah, everybody gets free lunch now.
Right. But I'm saying before everybody was getting free lunch. Appalachia was probably about 80-90% free lunch. They was considered whatever. But anyway, okay.
All right, I'll call you later.
I tell you that I had got gas and what how much money I had on the account.
Oh, you got the 50 cent thing?
Well, what it is I've got 200 points, but it's something about if you say no, then it's going to come up to say you could get 50 cents off for the 200 points up to 20 gallons.
All right, bet.
Work for him.
All right, when I get some gas.
But you gotta, we can talk later. But go do your show. That Miles in there with you.
Yeah, Miles in here.
Tell Miles I said hi.
Hey.
You said hey.
Okay, and then you can give me an update on Hilda. And I was also calling about.
All right. Okay. All right. Love you too, mama. All right. Bye.
They getting on you in the
Oh, I
chat.
see, man. Fuck y'all, man.
Jimmy Neutron.
Y'all,
Jimmy Neutron head.
Hey, man, motherfucker, I still got big ears, man. Get the fuck out of here, Yanni. God damn, Yanni. Shit, you had that in your, that was in your spirit right there, bro. You been holding that in for a minute. Fuck y'all. I know somebody who like it, bitch. Nah, the cool thing is, it's like, all the best fat jokes are told by fat people. You know why? Because they've been fat their whole life. They've heard everything. I just like, you can't, man, this shit can't fuck with me, man. But nah, that shit was funny, dog. Like, yeah, my mama took me first time I didn't want to fight. My mama grabbed my big ass ear and said, I fucked up my Oshkosh Bagosh. Y'all don't even know what Oshkosh Bagosh is. That was expensive. She would put her hard-earned money into getting me them Oshkosh Bagosh overalls. Grabbed me by my ear and says, you either gonna whoop his ass or I'm gonna whoop your ass, make a choice. And boy, it was a damn shame what I did to that kid. Now the problem is she never explained it very well to me. So I just started fighting people. And I used to love to fight. And it was great. So now I don't have to fight people for calling me calling me big head. But
Christmas
then,
globe.
damn, that's not no. My head is square, so like it's not a globe. It's not a globe.
This is bad.
Damn. Shit,
that was
man.
a good one though.
God damn.
Your trauma's starting to resurface.
What happened was what made it worse was that was when Will Smith got popular.
Oh, and he had
and all they did was talk about his ears on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So like it was like, damn, like, but then again, like what was crazy is that's why I started fucking old women. All the young girls, you know what I'm saying? When I was in my age, none of the young women wanted me. All the older girls liked me. So it was just like, hey. But in my neighborhood, you had to fight. You had to fight. If you wasn't fighting, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with you, but we did some shit. There was a lot of knockouts happening. A lot of people getting dropped. But anyways, though, what was we talking about, man? Get
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
All right. What other stuff we got?
Oh, we had this if you want.
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about this. I like this old dad moment. I don't know who this man is or who's his son, but this song was wild.
Projected to be a third round draft pick in NFL this year. He called me this weekend. He said, Dad, I need to talk to you. He said, I don't want you to be mad at me, but I'm about to tell you. I said, okay, son, what's wrong? He said, I'm taking my name out the NFL draft. I don't want to play pro football. He said, I got accepted into Tuskegee Veterinary School of Medicine. And he said, I'm going to vet school. I don't want to play pro football. And I told my son, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you, son. And I told him, you don't have to explain to nobody about your decision. And he said, you're not mad? No, I'm not mad, son. I'm so proud of you. You've been an honor roll student all through, Dean's List student all through college. You graduated early. Your last year of football, you just played just to play because you graduated a year ago. And you just wanted to finish, playing football for your eligibility and take some classes. And people, I'm more proud of my son, going to med school than anything. I don't want to be like his father. I don't want to be like me, crippled, can't walk, messed up hands, white master brain disease. All my medical history, illnesses from playing pro football. And I was telling one of my friends, and he said, oh, he should go play football so he can make that money. See, that's why people just keep your mouth shut, because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to play. My son is 6'3", 320 pounds. He's been starting since his freshman year in college. Great athlete, but he doesn't want to play pro football. He wants to go to med school. And I told one of my friends, if you have nothing positive to say, don't say nothing at all, because that's his life.
Trump.
We have enough doctors.
Who is his son?
I mean, we have enough football players walking the streets of New Orleans. We need some doctors, lawyers, and businessmen.
Interesting. I applaud him. I think that was some real advice. I just personally think it might have been. I think the advice came from a place in which it wasn't meant to. It's never meant to injure, but it was meant to be supportive, right? Here's what I would have told my son. This is just me. I don't look at football as my identity anymore. Football is not your identity. Football is a vehicle in which you can use to be able to make sure you can support yourself and your dreams for the rest of your life. No different than the military. No different than anything. If you don't have a plan for how it's going to end, you'll hate it in the end. Now, I don't know their situation, but I do know to go to med school or veterinary school, it requires loans. It requires money to go to these different things. Now, maybe they have that saved up for them. I know if it was my son, I would be like, I don't have that for you, son. Now, here's what I would do, son, and here's what I think we should do, son. You are blessed with an opportunity that not many people will have. You can always be a veterinarian. You can always be a doctor, but you cannot always do this. And there are plenty of people who have gone your route that are doing this. I'm not saying let's try to make a 15-year career. Let's try it out for one contract. Now, for those who don't understand the perspective, second round draft last year, $10 million, between $10 million to $6.5 million is what the total contract was for a second round pick in the NFL. Now, son, imagine if you take these next 4 years and you play, you will have all of the resources and the means to be able to achieve every one of your life's dreams and goals. You won't need me. You won't need your mother. You'll be able to parlay this because there's other grants and different things that NFLPA has to be able to do whatever it is that you wish. And after that, just do it so you can get. That's why you went to college, right? You went to college and you did what you needed to do so that you can get your degree. It is a very difficult sport to play, but I mean, if you're in a position where you can get to that spot, I would take it. But if you don't want to do it, I'll support you either way. But I'm just letting you know, like, we can leave without debt, and you can have that money going directly towards you and finance yourself for the rest of your life. Or actually, to be honest with you too, when you have $2 million in the bank, the type of loans that you can get are not these type of loans that go with you whether you go bankrupt or anything. Like, you can go get an actual loan from a bank, and if you don't want to pay it, then fuck it. It's just some things that, I get it. But what I love about it is it shows black fathers in a different light. The fact that he was able to do that, and the fact that his son was comfortable enough with him to be able to say that, shows that they have a great relationship. Plus, this guy was big swole. He was a wrestler, and he was a part of No Limit camp as well. So, like, the fact that this a badass motherfucker that he had to talk to. So that took some balls, man. But shout out to him. Shout out to black fathers. Shout out to all the parents. Hey, man, I hope you guys have a great weekend. We didn't get to that number consistently. I wanted to keep there at 100, but if you would like a MFTK cap, I can get it to you by today or tomorrow. I'll have it in the mail. I will go to the post office, mail it out to you. You should be able to get it. If not, just inbox me. I'll tell you what they cost. Good Christmas gift. We'll try this again next week with the Sports Den hats. Make sure next week you guys tune in. We'll be giving away Gator Bowl tickets on 2 of the shows. We may do it. We ain't doing no Christmas. I don't know. We'll do something. I don't know what we're doing. I may just jump on somewhere for Christmas, but then just vibe with y'all for a little bit. But we'll have a Monday show and hopefully a Friday show. Outside of that, man, I appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. Spend time with your family. Don't be an asshole. Remember, they're terrible people, but so are you. And we love you. And peace.